And V, how's it going?
Yeah, I feel a little sleepy because it is evening now,
Okay,
and yeah, just 1 hour after finishing your class, I will go to bed
okay.
immediately.
So it's pretty late, so I'm probably gonna go to bed.
Mhm.
Right after
Yeah,
class.
but
Okay.
in 1 hour.
What? Mm-hmm. What'd you do during the day? What'd you do today?
I'm taking a test this week, so I am studying some
Okay.
materials, and it is very hard for me to remember all. But I'm just trying my best because my ability is limited. So I
Okay.
think that's the best thing I can do.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Seems seems reasonable. Um.
Yeah.
Okay. And Adela, how's it going? Hmm.
This morning had uh, I have had two meetings,
Okay.
one of teaching staff and another the school board.
Okay. Nice. So you've had two meetings this morning. Um. Did they go well? Were they interesting?
No,
No.
it's ordinary about
Okay.
the results, etc.
Yeah.
It's not so.
All right.
It's normal.
Okay. And Ellie, welcome to class. Ellie, how's it going?
Hi Josh, how I'm not feeling well so far. I
Okay.
I got headache so on and off all day long. Yeah, just since I was in the car wreck last week. Yes, it's just I have some consequence conse conse consequent feeling. What should I say? After the accident, uh, my body just uh, hurting, sore, and I had headache all the time. Just keep on and off. Sometimes I cannot take class with you because of this problem. But
Oh,
today I said, oh, I try because I really want to learn English as much as possible.
yeah. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. That
Thank you.
sounds
That
miserable.
yes,
Yeah. Okay. Um, well, yeah, hopefully you enjoy class and hopefully you get better. Um, okay. And I think that's about everybody, um, at least so far. So I guess we can get started with today's class. Um, yeah, so Heidi, can you read the title and the next few lines?
Fairy tales. In today's class, we will talk about the fairy tales, read a section of fairy tales, make up our own fairy tales.
Nice. Um, and Heidi, can you ask V the first question?
What is a fairy tale?
Yes, that is the tale about which is about fairies.
Okay.
So that's why it is called fairy tale.
Good. Adela, can you be a little bit more specific?
with me.
Adela?
Uh,
Oh, okay. It's a story. Maybe it's unreal story, but sometimes has um, um, has something to uh, for example, talk about far countries and princesses, about middle age, etc. Is in another time. Maybe has some is true, but after it's possible to expand, no? Or have a story. I don't know. Normally they finish very happy. This fairy tale, no?
Yeah, normally they finish
And
happily.
yes,
Okay. Yeah. If
and
it's
they are
true and
strange.
exaggerated, it might be more of a legend.
Yes,
So
yes, sometimes it's a legend, but basically have a story, no? Maybe, or they
okay,
are
yeah.
dragons.
Mhm.
No, I
Dragons
don't
and
know.
mythical creatures.
Yes, it depends to the fairy tale.
Yeah. Depends on the fairy tale. Does that make sense?
Mm.
On instead of
Yes,
to.
it depends on the fairy tale.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And so just a brief point. Remember that legends are a little bit different than fairy tales. So legends are supposed to be true, but maybe
Okay.
exaggerated
Yes,
a little bit. And fairy tales are just false. They're fiction, for sure. But okay, good. V, can you ask Ellie the next question? V?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Heidi, can you think of any scary fairy tales? Hello, Heidi? You might be
Ellie.
muted.
Ellie.
Ellie, I'm sorry.
No
Ellie,
worries.
can you think of any scary fairy tales? Ellie, Ellie, you are muted.
Ellie, are you there? Oh, there she goes.
Oh,
Okay.
just
Adela.
Adela left. Yeah.
Yeah. Adela, maybe. Huh. Can nobody?
yes.
Oh,
It's about, can you think of any scary fairy tale? Oh, okay. I think scary fairy tales is not appropriate for children because after this fairy tale, they have bad dreams and sometimes don't sleep very well, etc. Neighbor, no, nightmare, no? They have
nightmare.
nightmare,
They might have
Nightmare.
nightmares.
nightmares.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. And Ellie and Heidi, are you guys both back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, hi. So I asked Ellie. Hi,
Maybe.
Ellie. Ellie, are you there?
Yes, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah. So, what about any especially happy ones?
You know what? Um I'm not. I have no ideas about the fairy tale at all because um grew up not like not like USA custom because when I was a little, my mom never never tell me any kinds of these stories before because they were hardworking. They have to, in Thailand we don't have a custom like this. Maybe
You're
in
from Thailand.
yes, and in 40 almost 50 years ago, no one have done anything like this. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
can
okay. It's
I cannot
okay.
I cannot think about the fairy tales story at all. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
because
alright.
I think it's like we're telling our own stories. So at least you have one story to tell us. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a really great answer. That's don't be sorry at all. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, okay. Ellie, can you ask Heidi the next question?
Sure. Heidi, who told you stories when you were a child?
When I was a child, my father and mother both used to tell some stories.
And what kinds of story did they tell?
Like Japanese fairy tales.
Oh, good. Can you tell us the names and the story about, please?
Okay, one of the amazing story. An old guy, his job with cutting bamboo and making some basket or something from bamboo. He always went into the forest, bamboo forest,
Okay.
and cut the bamboo. One day he found a shining bamboo, then he cut. From inside he found a very cute baby, female baby. He brought her into his house. All the couple didn't have any baby. So even his wife was very glad. The girl grew up immediately and became a very beautiful woman. Five people, high grade of society, what say, came to his house to propose the girl. The girl gave them a difficult, what's say, difficult job uh, to find very rare things. One is like Dragon Ball, and another guy needed to look for um, silver and gold wood and jewel and precious stones like flower. And another guy, I forgot another. All are very difficult tasks. And then the person who looked for Dragon Ball, he died in the sea. And another guy, he went up the mountain to look for the precious tree. He died. All the guys died. And several days later, the girl was crying every day. Then old guy asked her, "What happened?" She said, "Soon my relatives will come to pick me up to the moon." The old guy wanted to avoid her to go to the moon. So he called a lot of soldiers around his house, but suddenly strong light came out from the moon, and the people couldn't do anything because of the light. Then the girl went up to the sky for the moon.
Hmm,
Hmm.
sounds really interesting. Okay, cool. Thanks for telling. Jose, how's it going?
Thank you.
I'm doing very well. Joshua, thanks for asking. And you?
I'm doing really well as well. Thank you for asking. Um, and does anybody have any suggestions for Niels, who is outside of class and can't get in?
I used to have that problem. I have no idea about that. Yes, I used to have the same problem with Neil.
I don't know what is
I
the
put
problem about.
I put the
Okay,
link, but maybe it's not don't work. No,
that's
I
what it
put the
seems like.
link.
And
And
does anybody know the, what is it, like, the, really quickly, the help email for Verbling?
I don't know. I don't know that.
I forget it. I can send it to him after. Um, yeah, so I'll send you a message after class, Niels, if you can hear us.
I
Javier, oh, sorry, yeah? Go ahead,
no
Adela.
no in the page there help. I try to write to for
Okay,
Niels.
okay, thanks. And let's go on. And Jose, can you read the words?
Okay, vocabulary, irony, course, villain, setting, heroine, narration, climax, supernatural, wicked,
Okay. Let's look at villain.
villain,
Yeah,
villain,
villain.
villain,
And narration.
narration, narration, narration,
And then narrator.
narrator,
Narrator.
narrator,
Good, there you go. Um, and climax.
climax.
Good. And does anybody have any questions here about any of these words?
There are some words I don't know the meaning,
Okay,
like
which words?
the villain,
Like
narrator,
villain?
yeah, villain, narrator, and climax. 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 Is that like climate? Is there any relation between them?
No, it's a little bit
Mhm.
different.
Yeah, those
Maybe,
three words.
okay. And so it was climax and villain, and what was the other one? Sorry.
Villain, narrator, and climax.
Okay. And who can explain what villain is? What's a villain?
Monster.
Monster.
Yeah, the bad
The
character
bad.
Mhm.
in a story is the
So the
villain.
bad character we call villain. So what about the good character? Is there any
Um,
specific word for that?
yeah, you can say protagonist or
Or
hero, heroine. Yeah, the good guy.
no, the good guy is so normal. So I think pro, pro protagonist is that right?
Yeah,
Pro, pro,
protagonist is a good one.
yeah, protagonist. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. And what about the narrator? What's the narrator? Or who is the narrator?
The person who tells the story.
Mm-hmm. So the person who's telling the story is the narrator. Does
So
that
can
make
we
sense?
call it storyteller?
Hmm.
So can we
Yeah.
call the storyteller?
Yeah, for sure. Storyteller.
Yeah.
I think it's a little different.
Okay, go ahead.
Storyteller telling story, whole story, but the narrator is, for example, there are several actors, they play their role, and between the scene, the narrator talk about that background.
Yeah, so it can also be the person who talks in the background.
So I think a storyteller can be a narrator, but a narrator is not a storyteller. Because a storyteller, it depends on the position. If we consider him in the book, I think it must be a narrator. But if a storyteller is a real one, so it's different.
Storyteller talks all things, and even the storyteller plays the role of actor and actress. Like that.
Okay, so they are very, very similar words. They're described as synonyms. So the narrator is also a person who delivers commentary accompanying like a movie or news or something like that. So you can narrate a film. It's also a storyteller, so the person who just tells the story. The storyteller is often synonymous. The narrator of a novel is the person who's like technically telling the story in a novel. Yeah, so they're very similar. Really, Heidi, you're totally right. Is they can be different. They can be the same too. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Climax. Any ideas with climax?
The most important of the story, or the exciting of the exciting part.
Yeah, good. The exciting part.
Yeah, it's not like the breaking news in newspaper.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier to remember.
Yeah. If you think about it, a story kind of looks like this. So we've got what's called the rising action, climax, and the falling action. So it's like really, really basic story arch. Okay. And hopefully we're good. Any other questions here? Okay. Ken, welcome to class. How's it going?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Doing really well. Thanks for asking. And welcome to class.
Thank you.
And let's skip the other part. Well, yeah, let's go into this. And where were we? I think V. Can you read the role of the dad?
You're telling your son a fairy tale, but he keeps interrupting.
Adela, can you read the role of the son?
Yes, son. You ask question and retell parts of the story.
Good. And let's start with V. How would you start this conversation or the role?
Oh, my dear, tonight I'm going to tell you a very amazing story, and I believe that you would like it because I used to be the same when your grandfather told me this story.
Maybe I used to be like you, or I used to be your age.
Used to be your age.
When your grandfather told me this story?
Yeah.
Nice. Adela, how would you respond?
Oh, that you had same age when your grandfather told me this story. Is great.
It's a little bit different, Adela.
Sorry. Yes, it's about the fairy tale that I don't need to repeat. No.
Yeah, so
Retail. Oh, that's interesting. I'm interested to know what stories your grandfather told you when you were a child.
and remember, it's my grandfather told you.
Ah, yes.
So she meant that her grandfather is different from my father.
Yeah, I think
I'm just kidding.
that is okay. It's not
Yeah.
my grandfather, it's your grandfather. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It's just
Yes, yes,
but good.
yes.
I'm
Yeah.
interested.
Mhm.
Interested.
I changed the relative. Interested.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Good news, and I think you're a good boy because I have a
Oh,
lot of
sorry, V.
stories.
I'm gonna have to interrupt you, and we're gonna move on and throw that
Oh,
roll at Ken.
oh,
Sorry,
really?
but yeah, thank you though. All right, Ken, how would you respond?
Okay. Oh, when I was a child, I was very interested in the fairy tale, so I always listen to the fairy tales without no interruption. Without I never retold. I never asked to retell part of the story.
Nice, nice. Um, and Ellie, how would you respond?
What is the name of the story and what the story about? What was?
Yeah. What was the name of the story? What was it about? Okay. Heidi, how would you respond?
Okay, I'll start. Once upon a time, an old couple was living in the forest. One day, the wife went to the river to wash the clothes. Meanwhile, the husband went to the mountain to gather the wood.
Nice. I think that's good. Together they
To
and maybe
together, not together. Together,
to gather.
went to the mountain to gather wood.
Nice. Good. And Jose, how would you interrupt this?
That it is a boring story. I would like to tell me another one, please.
I would like you
Like
to.
I would like you to tell me another one.
Nice. And V, how would you respond? V, are you there?
Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't know that I'm unmuted. Yeah. You shouldn't be like that because that is just a beginning of a story, and there is more interesting parts later. So
You
just
said there is more interesting parts?
yeah, there's a more interesting part later. So just be patient.
Just be patient. Really well done. because you said there are more interesting parts.
No.
Yeah.
There is
No?
the more interesting parts, because I'm
There
thinking
is
about climax. So it's just a part, not parts.
Okay. So then we just need the article. There is a more interesting part later. There's a more interesting part later.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And Detta, how would you respond?
I'm patient, but I need to know what is finally the end, because when I read a fairy tale, I start to the end to know what is the um, mm, the happy end, for example.
Okay, when I read a fairy tale, I start at the end to know what is the happy ending.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not so concentrated because I try to search. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. And Ken, can you respond?
Yeah, okay. Like a dessert, after you eat a vegetable, meat, a salad, that patience makes your dessert more tasty. So, knowing ending part from the beginning, it makes this story boring. So, let's continue the story.
Nice. Really well done. And Ellie, how would you respond?
Oh, I understand what you mean, but I'm not patient person.
Nice.
I'm a patient person. I like something quick.
I like things to come quickly.
I like things to come quickly and
Like dessert.
I like things to come quickly and tasty.
I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Maybe tastily? I like things to come quickly and tastily.
Like
They're
a funny.
flavorful.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, tasty. I mean like I like something quickly and funny. It's mean tasty. My meaning is just is something fun.
Okay, maybe we could say I like instant gratification.
I like instant gratification. What does it mean?
It means, does anybody know what instant gratification is?
Instant
I think instant is quick, but gratifications.
Instant gratification.
It's like, kind of like instant pleasure, almost.
Oh, okay. Now I get. I got you.
Yeah, so
Okay.
instant gratification, you don't have to wait around for anything to be enjoyable. You're instantly gratified.
Okay.
But nice, that was really good. Maybe
Yeah, thanks.
the only thing we need an article.
Okay. Okay. I like the instant. Oh,
Oh, no, right here. So do you see?
I'm not the patience person.
Yeah, I'm not a patient person.
Oh, I'm not. Okay.
Okay. And really good, Heidi. How'd you respond?
Okay, I got it. If you are not interested in this story, I'll never talk to you. Instead,
Never talk to you?
I'll never talk to you. I'll never talk to you.
Is so that's just really extreme. Is that what you're? I'll never like talk to you just as a person ever again, or I'll never tell you the story.
Never talk to you this story.
Okay, I'll never tell you the story.
Tell you this story. Instead, I'll tell this story to your younger brother. He's much more clever than you.
Yeah, nice. Really good ID. Jose, how would you respond?
Don't worry that you know and other stories more funny than it.
You know other funnier stories than
Funny
this one.
stories, yes, than this one.
Nice.
You are a very clever person.
Nice.
Okay.
Ken? Do you have a question?
No, sorry. I forgot unmuting.
Oh, okay. V, how would you respond?
Okay, good idea. And I think I'm going to tell you a story about Superman. So you must be more interested in this kind of stories. On one condition that you should be more patient.
Okay.
A Superman, a Superman, not a simple.
A Superman.
Yeah, Superman.
Okay. Maybe we don't need the article there. I'm going to tell you a story about Superman.
No or the.
It depends. No. If you're talking about like one Superman of many, you would use an article about Superman. But if you're talking about like the superhero comic,
yeah,
then you'd tell a story about Superman. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, and I think we're good about this. Maybe. Does anybody have any questions here?
No.
And let's go on. I guess we can try this. We've probably got enough time. Adela, can you read this page?
Yes. Practice, make a fair tale, talk to your classmate and try to make your own fair tale. Question to consider: where does the story take place? What are the good characters in your story? Who are the evil characters in your story? What problem or problems does the main character have? What kind of help will the main character get? What magic is involved? How will the story end?
Nice. Okay, and let's start with a setting. Adela, where does the story take place?
In a fair country, between two high mountains.
Mountains.
In a mountains.
That's a tough one. We often kind of silence the T. Mountains.
Mounts.
We have
In a
some
small
sort of
country.
ending sound.
Mouse.
Mountains.
Mouse. Mouse.
That's tricky. Maybe try to pronounce the T then. Mountains. Mountains.
Mountains.
Mountains.
Mountains.
Good.
Mounts.
Mountains. Mountains. It's a really difficult skill to get that like silent T.
Mountains.
But mountain sounds fine.
Mounts.
Yeah.
Mounts.
And did you say a fair
A small
country?
country.
In a small
Oh,
country.
a small country.
Good. In a small country. Between two high mountains. Okay. And Ken, who are the good characters?
Good character. I forgot the word. The people who cut trees.
A woodsman or lumberjack?
Yeah. Woodmanjack, yeah.
Lumberjack.
A lumberjack, yes.
Okay, so we've got a lumberjack as one of the characters. Is it a man or a woman?
A lumberjack, man and his wife.
Okay. Okay. And who are the evil characters in this story, Ellie?
What about the heads of the village? How
The
about
who?
the officer officer? Yes, or the police or the police. Yes.
Okay, the officer of the police in the village.
Yes, in the village.
All right. I guess. So what problems do our characters, the lumberjack and his wife, have, Heidi? What is the main character's problem?
The lumberjack is a young man, and he is single.
I think he has a wife.
Wife. Okay. Yeah, cancel it. Cancel.
Yeah.
Cancel. Oh, cancel.
Okay. So he's not a young man.
His wife is sick, but he couldn't find any good doctor and medication.
Okay.
The wife is getting weaker and weaker.
Okay. And how does the officer play into the story? Maybe Jose, how does the officer play in?
The officer, the police of the officer is a clever person, and he'll try to make a potion in order to help the person who is sick.
In order to help the person who's sick?
Yes.
Potion. I think he's the evil character, at least. This officer is the evil character, Jose.
Is the evil character?
Huh?
Yeah.
So, making a potion to help the person who's sick is not very evil.
Yes. For the officer, the officer.
Maybe like you could prevent the lumberjack from leaving the country to find other help?
Yes.
Okay, I mean that was okay. How would you say it?
The officer the officer help to find to find the doctor. No.
He's not a good character, remember?
Yeah. Sorry. The officer knows where is the doctor, but he can't help. He can't help. He won't help there.
You want to help them because why, V?
Yes.
Why, V? Why won't he help?
Because the doctor knows where is the officer knows where is the doctor, but won't help them because
maybe V? Do you have any ideas?
It's tough. He won't help them because he he wants to use the lumberjack as someone doing stuff in his house. So how can we say that person? It is like the mate, but in this case, that is a man.
It's like a what?
Mate. For women, we call the mates mates. But for men, can we use that word? Mates?
Oh, as a maid? As like a servant?
Oh, yeah. A servant, yeah. And he just finished that goal if the wife passes out.
Passes away. Yeah. Maybe he would be able to if the wife passes away. Alright, so let's I think this is good. Dom, welcome to class. Dom, how's it going?
Fine, thanks, Joshua. I'm a little bit late, but now I'm here.
No worries. Okay, let's So also Abdullah, how's it going with you? Abdullah? Okay. Well, let's go here. So this is kind of the basic story that we have. And I think we're with Adela. How would you start the story?
Yeah. In a very, very small country, a man and his wife lived very happy, very happily in a lumberjack. What is sorry?
A lumberjack is a person who makes a living cutting down trees.
Okay. Very happily in the middle of the forest. When the wife was sick.
Maybe became sick.
Sorry, became sick.
Okay, good. Ken, how would you continue the story?
Through that outline or read?
Yeah, Ken.
Freely. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you continue the story?
Okay. And one day, Elf appeared in his dream, and Elf advised him to get some herbs from the wood for his
Herbs.
wife. Herbs.
Okay. And nice. Dom, how would you continue this story?
Okay. Not far from there, lives an officer who better knows both the lumberjack and his wife.
Who knew both the lumberjack and his wife?
Yes. And in particular, her property.
Okay, maybe he wanted the property.
He wanted her property, yes. Because he works for the king.
For the king. Okay. Nice.
Who want the property as I don't know, reserve for hunting.
Nice, as a hunting reserve. Awesome, really good. I like the details. Okay, and Eddie, how would you respond? Or how would you continue?
The lumberjack had no choice. Has no choice. They give the property to the officers. I don't know.
Okay.
The lumberjack has no choice. The lumberjack has no choice. They had no money they had no money to see a doctor.
Okay, so he had to sell the land to the
officer. Right?
Okay. And Heidi, how would you continue?
He was very sad because his wife is getting worse on her health. One day, he went to the mountain. Around a small pond. A fairy came out. Fairy came out and suggested him.
And did what to him? A fairy came out and did what?
Came out and said, I know where is the herb.
Maybe I know where the herb is.
Herb. Where the herb is? So he followed her.
So he Okay, nice. And Jose, how would you continue?
The fairy had the solution. He had some ingredients to make the potion. At the end, the fairy made the potion, and the illness was the illness disappeared.
Nice. Okay. And V, how would you continue? What happened with the house and the property and the office, sir?
So in the end, the illness disappeared. In the end, the wife is healthy back
Was healthy again?
again, was healthy again, and the couple lived together forever after.
Happily ever after?
Yeah, Shrek, like Shrek. Happily
Yeah.
ever after.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the end, the wife was healthy again, and the couple lived happily ever after. Okay. Good. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay.
No,
Good.
no questions.
And let's skip this maybe. Yeah, I guess let's try this to end up on. Adela, can you read the role of the father? And Ken, can you read the role of Calvin?
Okay. Once upon a time, where was
Hold it. You know what? I'd like to see the three bears eat the three little pigs, and then the bears join up with the big bad wolf and eat Goldilocks and Little Red Riding Hood. Tell me a story like that, okay?
and how should Hansel and Gretel meet their untimely demise?
The witch eats them, and then the wolf eats the witch.
Good. Nicely done. Okay. And does anybody have any questions about this comic?
I think Kevin have a little problem in your mind about all fairy tales.
Yeah, I think Calvin's got a little bit of things going on, for sure. Any other questions or comments?
Demise? What is demise? Untimely demise.
Is death. It's like a untimely death or early death.
Okay.
And yeah.
Witch eats them, and then the wolf eats them. So maybe he has some trouble in his mind. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely obsessed with like.
For me, all fairy tales ending in eat.
Everything ends, being eaten.
Yeah, yes. Originally, fairy tale has this kind of cruelty, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
In some fairy tales, eating is an expedient, but it's not the main things on the fairy tales.
Yeah, it's very rarely the main thing. Anyways, we are just about out of time. Thank you guys for coming in, and hopefully I'll see you guys all again soon. And yeah, have a really good day.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye bye.
See you. Bye.